This example is going to show you how to use the length property in a string. I'm going to create this new project as a console application, so I can select Visual C Sharp console application. I'm going to rename it to string length example, and I'm going to ensure that my project is being made on my USB key and in the correct folder on my USB key. So here we are. For my example, I'm going to tell the user to input anything. So this is my user prompt, and this is important for making a usable program. Otherwise, the user might sort of be confused about what they need to do. After I tell the user what to do, I'm going to get the user input. So that's a console.readline, but in addition to getting user input, I need to save it to a string variable. So I document it and I declare my variable. I'm going to call it string input, and I'm going to use my console.readline to assign its value. Now that I've gotten the user's input, I can use the length property to find out how long it is, and I can sort of force a few rules. So for example, if I want to make sure that the length of the user's input is greater than 4, I can use my if statement to check. So if the input dot length is bigger than 4, I can say something like your string is long enough. Your input is long enough. So when I run my program here, input anything, and I might type something like 325, and it would not say that the input's long enough because that's only 3 characters long. If I type in 3254, 6, that is greater than 4, so the input is long enough. Now, since I use the greater than sign, it has to be at least 4 characters, or sorry, greater than 4 characters, so that's 5 or more. I can enforce a few other rules by using the AND symbol to check that the input is greater than 4 and that the input is less than, say, 10. So now, if I type in something very long, it doesn't really say anything. So by not saying anything, it's sort of confusing to the user exactly what's happening. So I'm going to add an else statement here underneath my if statement that will say that the user's input is not the right length. So now when I type in something really long, it can say that your input is not greater than 4 and less than 10 characters. If I type in something that is very short, like the number 1, it also outputs this error message. And if I get everything just right, so I'll type in something that's 5 characters, or 6 characters, it'll say your input is long enough. And so this is how we can use the string's length function to determine how long the string is and sort of enforce rules that will ensure that it is the right length for you.